All right, all right, all right. So if you don't know Mr. Beast, he is one of the biggest content creators on YouTube, if not the biggest content creator on YouTube. However, never seen a Mr. Beast video before. So yes, this is my very first Mr. Beast video. Um, yeah, I'm just excited to see what kind of things he got set up for this, man. You can read it right at the top. $10,000 every day you survive in the wilderness. So let's just get right into it, man. I wish hey, Mr. Beast, make me a part of this next game show. Let me see if I can do the same thing. I'll do it for 5. Shit, let's go.
I just dropped these two strangers off in the middle of the wilderness. These two guys have never met each other in their entire lives.
Nice to meet you, man.
Every day the two of you survive in this wilderness, I'll give you $10,000.
I hope you brought enough money, man. We're here for the long run.
Hey, put that camera down. Let's head out.
Right.
Take care, boys. This video can make you guys millionaires.
He's gonna be poor by the time we're out of here.
I'm Hayes.
Hayes, I'm Grizz. Nice to meet you, man.
Hayes and
You'll
Grizz.
be my best friend for the next however long. Starting now, these guys receive $10,000 every day, with the only limit being how long they can survive, which theoretically means they could win unlimited money.
Dude, if we stay a year, we're both multi-millionaires.
We are trying to find a camping spot, build a fire, survive the night.
I guess we should just set up camp here.
For the rest of the night, they gathered wood and went through their supplies.
We've got approximately 5 days worth of food, 2 things of water.
Nah. I don't like this. They got supplies and shit. How much them niggas on Naked and Afraid used to make, man? I don't like this. They got supplies. Like, you getting $10,000 every day and you got supplies, nigga. Whatever. All right. Hey, Mr. Beast, let me do this shit. What? Yeah, you'll be broke. Let's go.
Some warm jackets, and boom, fire starter.
Let's see
A
if we can
fire
get
starter. Them niggas on Naked and Afraid don't get none of that shit. So I don't know who getting paid more at this point. So I'm already surprised. Let's get to it.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
good.
Easy
Let's make
fire.
that sound
Easy
fun.
fire.
Won't be comfortable, but at least we won't freeze to death tonight.
All right.
Day 2.
And in the morning, I showed up to give them their first $10,000.
That was
The
easy.
first night. It's cold. It's been 24 hours, and I didn't walk over with 10 grand. You're not gonna ask?
Yeah, I guess we should, right?
Yeah. Okay, just look up. Oh my. Here we go. Every 24 hours, we're gonna drop $10,000.
They push that shit out of there. Like, go ahead and find that shit.
Suited briefcase.
That's over the top.
Watch out.
Bro, this is crazy. Bro, we're
That's
gonna be
over the
so
top.
rich by the end
That's
of this
crazy.
video.
And on top of that money, this is your flare gun.
Oh.
Careful.
Alright.
Shoot it up in the air. The challenge ends for the both of you. And you walk away with the money you've won.
So how long should we stay out here?
$3.6 million for the year is crazy.
All right, the plan is officially a year. We're gonna split this in 2. You get this.
Yes.
I get this.
Now we
That's
can't
smart.
screw each other over.
Hey, that's smart. That is smart. They splitting it up so that can't nobody just bow and go. So that's smart. That is smart. So let's go.
But later in this video, that plan doesn't exactly work.
All right, I feel bad, but I need to steal that flare gun. I just gotta
You
shoot
the
this
main
thing,
one talking
and I
about
don't
let's
need a
split
daddy
it.
yet.
If you fire that flare, I literally think I'm gonna kill you. Well, buddy, you ready to get rich?
Absolutely.
By day 3, you could say the boys were pretty tired of sleeping on the ground. So after another 10 grand, they started work on building their shelter.
Gonna use my jacket to gather pine needles and layer them on the shelter.
All right, I found.
Hey. Right now, just by seeing them, they on day 3 already. How long y'all think y'all could stay in the chat? Let me know. Let me know what y'all think.
On this metal piece from a kid's swing set, and I think it's gonna work great for the roof of our shelter.
Layer 1 on. Boom! Here's a section that we're working on. You can see it's got some structural poles. We get to use the parachutes and the cord, so we're gonna make a rain cover on our shelter.
Everyone thinks probably that I'll be the reason we leave and fail this challenge.
But this money would mean college for the kids.
And then on day 4,
Fuck
they
you
started
mean
looking for
everyone? It's
water
just
source.
you and him.
There's a swamp.
I would feel safe boiling that.
Yeah, we gotta be careful because that stuff is full of bacteria.
You definitely gotta boil the water. From watching like Survivor and all of that shit, Mountain Men, Naked and Afraid, all of that stuff, where you gotta survive off the land. Like, you definitely better boil that water, otherwise you're done.
Parasites.
Ooh, just a touch of the swamp.
All right, we're going to bed.
Hopefully,
Grizz snuggles up because it's cold, and he's big and warm.
This is like the third day in a row that we've gotten 2 hours of sleep. It's been so cold. If it rains
40 bands.
right now, we'd
That
probably
ain't
have to go to
bad.
the hospital.
But I'd do it for $10,000.
And it wasn't just the freezing temperatures that were getting to them.
We're at the end of our supplies. Grizz likes to call it a fast, which sounds so much nicer than starving.
And for the next few days, the
But why wasn't they? All right, so they got camp set up. I see. They got all of that shit set up. From day 3 to day 8, you mean to tell me ain't nobody start setting up traps and hunting for food? Y'all niggas was working on the same thing at the same time? Make that make sense.
hunger problem didn't get any easier.
We had a little square of beef jerky this morning, that's it. Jimmy gave us 5 days worth of food.
And it's day 9 right now. These are greenbrier leaves.
They had 5 days worth of food. That means you should have already been rationing. Like, you should have already been rationing from there. Y'all already got a little bit more weight to spare. So you should have already been rationing from there and trying to set traps and stuff. Just from the get-go. Hey, I'm not even a nigga who know how to camp. I've never been camping before. But I know if I needed to do that, I would have been rationing. Especially if I'm trying to stay out here as long as I can. They crazy. Like, that's crazy. But let's get to it.
Grizz says they're edible, I guess.
It was clear by this point that the boys were extremely hungry. But lucky for them, I had a surprise waiting for them on day 10. They've officially survived 10 days. Here's your briefcase.
Yeah.
And don't leave. This is where the challenge gets interesting. Bring in the helicopter.
Oh, man. I'm nervous, dude. Oh, my gosh. Okay, that I'm excited about. Uh-huh.
To celebrate day 10, we have your first offer. I can tell you guys are tired of eating leaves. So I brought you guys an additional 10 days worth of food, spices, 2 tarps, and everything you would need to fish.
Take
All
it.
of this
How much it cost?
$50,000 of your
Take
prize
it.
money. You want some beef jerky?
Take it,
Don't
yeah.
get it yet. These beans look good?
Beans.
Absolutely. Oh, God.
Y'all should, yeah, re-up, but ration it.
He's not kidding. Like, this is literally all the things we would need to fish. 50 grand.
50
Fishing,
They don't take this.
they got
seriously.
knives.
They're
They
kinda
would be,
stupid. 10
yeah, they
days
would be
worth of food
stupid.
Means they make 100 grand, and they only have to pay 50 grand for it. I'm doing them a favor.
Should we talk to him now?
Yeah.
All right. All right. All right, Jimmy.
If you make a decision in the next 60 seconds, I'll throw in 2 feasible bars.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Oh, you said 59
nah.
more seconds, but okay.
Nah,
Here, I'll
we'll
put
take
that in the
that.
pile of food. Thank you for the 50 grand.
We need that. Yeah, take the 50.
Enjoy the food. Oh,
That's
by the way,
10
you also
days
get the
worth of
crate with
food.
it. Thank you.
And you get the crate with the, oh, man.
We had to say yes to, but that week of food literally cost as much as my kids' college tuition.
And you get it right back.
I still can't believe it every time this money falls out of the sky.
The food from the crate will feed them for 10 days. But if they want to survive out here for a year,
All right, the plan is officially a year.
Hey, Mr. Beast, man, do that shit with me. Do that shit with me. Let's see how long I survive out there. I don't even need nobody. I can build the goddamn shit myself. I can build it myself. I build it myself. Like what? Nah.
they still need to find more food in the wilderness.
So some of you may be wondering, why have they not caught fish?
Well, the swamp nearby has no fish in it. What we really need is a moving water that we can fish in.
And while Hayes was rambling on about his kids,
My 2-year-old doesn't sleep very well either, so
this happened.
I think being a dad. What is this? This is a creek. This is not a swamp. This is actually moving water. There's fish in here. Dude, look at this. It's like a dock.
This is the perfect place for food and shelter.
And after another few days full of a surprise freezing rainstorm,
They done built the tent, built
At
the
least now
dock.
we have $100,000.
they decided to move
Oh,
and upgrade
building
the
a dock?
shelter near their newfound water source.
Good morning, Grizz.
He said it was a dock or something like that.
We're gathering up a bunch of dead trees we can use for our structure.
And then we balance them together into an A-frame shape and cut the trees to the right length.
No, they really trying to do it. Yeah, nah, that's how you do it.
I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. I'm glad I broke your fall.
Sorry.
All right, so maybe they had a bit of a false start. But once they got the structure back up, they spent the entire next day putting their finishing touches on their shelter. They even built a fishing dock to help them catch more food.
Dock's done,
Pleasantly surprised.
and now all we gotta do is catch a fish. Come on,
Yeah.
right?
And as good as this was, without sleeping bags, the winter night was still unforgiving.
On a really cold night.
Cold as a bit.
feet. No sleeping bag.
So I think I knew what my next offer was. It's day 20 and they moved super deep in the woods.
Cold
so now
as
we
a
have
bit.
to get there by
But
boat.
they up. 65
What'd you say?
a piece.
Any minute now when we find them, I've got a fun offer for them. How's it going, boys?
Hey guys, what's going on?
Two things. First, the plane needed maintenance, so I'm delivering this by hand.
Hey, all
Here's your
right.
$10,000, which puts you guys at $140,000.
Yeah, 70 apiece
Second,
now.
we have an offer for you. Ooh. Reveal your offer. Just go ahead and take it off. Here it is.
Oh.
You can either give me $10,000 for that red sleeping bag, or give me $50,000 and you get both sleeping bags.
What?
5 times.
Depending on what time of year it is.
Oh man.
Can I take it out?
Yeah, we should look at it.
Yeah, check them out.
Hang on, I just gotta do this.
These are the same sleeping bags we used in Antarctica. They work very well. Here's the weather forecast. It's gonna get pretty cold next week, so
Yeah.
highly recommend you at least buy one.
When we started this thing out, we were in the 20s.
I would buy one.
We've adapted to it. We have
But,
bedding,
yeah.
pine straw. We're doing
They
pretty
almost
well.
there.
So temperature. I would love to have a sleeping bag at $50,000.
All those
is-
parachutes,
Closer to Grizz than I do my wife.
all those parachutes.
I'm not
Yeah.
even kidding.
He
You're
wildin'.
actually gonna say no to both?
Fuck
Really
that.
cold night.
That's smart.
Sleeping bag.
Yeah, so I think it's final. We don't want it.
Yeah, agreed.
Wow, not even a single sleeping bag. All right,
That's
boys,
tough.
close it up. Sure, the boys could survive without sleeping bags, but that didn't solve their food problem. In between sitting out rainy days, the boys got into a bit of a routine where they would boil water, work on their shelter, and try to catch fish, which wasn't really working out for them.
We got some guts for bait. We're gonna cast them out, and hopefully the fish come up off the bottom of the creek.
Day after day of failing to catch any fish,
Let's go check the lines.
They making that bread though.
they finally caught
gotta
a
go-
wind in their sails.
Don't they got a map or something like that?
Grizz!
Or whatever that abomination of Mother Nature
The
was.
fuck?
What is that? Can I eat it?
I don't know if the water rising or the deck sink. I mean the dock sinking.
And I think I'm gonna charcoal grill it. We're gonna have ourselves some American-style unagi.
This is the first thing that
You
we've
say
got
eel?
out here in 27 days, which is insane. We're happy to have it, and we're gonna make it delicious.
I don't know if this is what I would call
I ain't even gonna.
delicious, but the
I ain't even gonna lie, man. I would, even though that shit looked nasty, man. In 27 days, if that would have been the first thing I caught, I would have felt like the man. So, as fucking nasty as that is, man, to save some money, yeah. But Mr. Beast, you gotta throw some motherfucking herbs and spices in there, man. You can't just be having them out there with just raw cans of food, man. What kind of shit is that?
The fact that they haven't had a fresh meal in almost 30 days means even a rock would taste good to them at this point.
It's excellent.
It's so good. It's just
Yeah.
like amazingly good.
If we keep catching fish like this, we can easily stay for a year, bro.
Dude, yeah, $3.6 million.
Good night. And on day 28, they started constructing their raised bed system in their new shelter.
So it's gonna be 2 tripods, 1, 2, side rails going down, slats across, and then a nice pine needle mattress made out of parachutes.
And after seeing their new shelter become more and more comfortable, I was starting to get worried that I was gonna have to pay these guys millions of dollars.
Ah, yeah,
have.
you
They're not
you
pumpkins.
wildin'.
That's honestly an L.
They were betting everything on their new shelter being right next to this creek, but that may have been a huge mistake because
Very
they couldn't
bad
catch
mistake.
another eel to save their lives.
Snapped it. At this point, I've spent more time in the wilderness than I have with my newborn son.
Ah, there you go,
So I have
right
a
there.
2-year-old with my wife alone. How do you explain to a 2-year-old that daddy's gonna be gone and he won't talk to you and he won't call you and he won't see you? Say they were making us an offer.
Once that doubt start coming in, man, it get crazy, man. So let's see where this go.
What would be something that you would actually buy?
We spend a lot of time out here trying to get firewood. You know, having firewood dropped off would be really nice. I'd probably pay $10,000 for that.
We are literally in the middle of the forest. I couldn't tell you where we are anymore. O'Brien, how's it going, boys?
Doing great, man. How are you?
As a reward for surviving an entire month,
Can we just give it up for his interests, man? Like, I don't know how they can get more extravagant than this. By plane, he come off by boat, and he come off in whatever the hell this big tank contraption is. Man, the production he got is amazing. Like, yeah, nah, shout out to Mr. Beast, man.
I brought you a store.
Oh, okay.
You see, we come through all of your vlog footage and we wrote down everything you've asked for, such as firewood, a shovel, cooking supplies, bedding, and even books and board games. It's like a dollar store, but everything costs 10 grand. This is your store? Feel free to shop.
You shot. You can at least look.
Might as well check it out.
What are these?
You can at least look.
Oh, we'll use parachutes. We don't need those.
All right, what about the hammocks?
I like the hammocks, but you know we haven't tried making them out of parachutes yet.
All right, Grizz, answer this. What could you not make out of
That's
parachutes?
true.
All right, well, do you guys want the firewood?
How much wood?
That's the wood you get.
What?
If it came with unlimited wood, I would buy it.
I
You
offered
got the
them
spices
literally
up there, though.
everything
Grab
they
them
could possibly
spices.
Need here, and they still weren't interested. I was beginning to think these two were secretly Navy SEALs or something. Are you guys gonna buy literally
might be.
anything? You make 10 grand a day. What's another 10 grand?
I gotta say no.
All right.
Well,
In a million years, would not have thought they would say no to everything. Next time,
You gotta
I'll
step
convince
it
you
up,
to
yo.
spend money.
We're looking forward to it.
Yeah, man. See you, Jimmy.
There he goes.
In his tank.
Stop right here.
that's a-
I have a special surprise for all of you. Nolan, what does this look like?
A lot of phones.
1,000 phones to be exact. Because over the next 7 days, I'm gonna be giving 1,000 random people that subscribe a free Samsung Galaxy S24. I literally spent over $1 million on these phones, and I'm giving them away to you. All you have
Hey,
to do
man,
to enter to win one
I'm
of these
already-
phones
I
is
subscribed
It's
the other
literally
day.
free. I just want you to know I appreciate everything you guys have been doing for the channel. It means the world to me. Subscribe, win one of these phones, let's go. And so they continue without any of the tools for my offer. But go figure, for the next few days, they weren't able to catch any fish. And even though the money kept coming, they were running out of food and time to catch it quickly.
I am on the last belt loop. I think that we have maybe 2 days worth of food left.
That's not good. Without a boat, this creek is not productive. We got
hey, they up $160,000. I can't talk right now. They up 160 bands, man. They what is that? Day 38. What would y'all do? Like, let me know what would y'all do at day 38? You already got 160,000. Would you go home? Let me remind you, it's starting to get warm now because winter is starting to taper off. So what would y'all do? Let me know in the chat.
gotta go to that river. If I can get to that river and the fishing is good, that'll turn all this around.
And with their
Yeah.
rations running dangerously low, their only hope at getting food was to travel through the swamp to the river on the other side in hopes of catching some fish.
It's risky wasting all these calories, but I have to do it if we're gonna make it any further.
But after a grueling hike, Hayes finally found what he was looking for.
Oh my God! Woo! Look at that! It's the river! Is that not
Yeah.
the most beautiful thing I've ever seen?
Now you gotta catch something, though. You gotta
Finding this
catch
river is
something.
probably the difference between us making our goal and us tapping out early.
Fortunately, he had a secret weapon.
Grizz and I made our own fishing pole, and this is
What
gonna
the
make
fuck
catching
is that?
fish easy.
With Hayes' makeshift fishing pole immediately breaking, he was going to have to use his hands.
Bro, I
He
would be
spent
so
hours
defeated. But he caught one out the back.
And if he couldn't
Oh
catch any fish, he
no!
immediately dropped.
Oh no! He fucking dropped it, man. That was a long trek. I mean, you gotta keep fishing. But damn, I would be so mad.
Dropping them. The calories burned coming here would have been for nothing. But just when he was ready to give up,
This one's gonna be it.
Gotta keep casting.
Yeah! Holy moly! Yes, I told you it was that one! Woo!
Yeah.
didn't stop there.
I cannot wait to bring this back to Grizz. He's gonna be so stoked. We're eating tonight.
Hey! All right, that's awesome.
Feels like this is our first real food in ages.
But in the meantime, I was preparing
got
an offer
grilled
that
fish.
I know they couldn't refuse. It's day 40. They've made over $250,000, and I have an incredibly special offer for them. For $10,000, and I think you're really gonna like this. You both can see your wives. In fact, they're watching right now.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Oh man.
Can't let down my kid.
I know. I can't lay down my wife.
Okay, Jimmy.
Yeah, what? That would be dumb. It's been 40 days, stupid.
It's me, it's Daddy.
He got a newborn? Oh man. Oh man, I don't know if any of y'all out there got kids, but if y'all do, what would y'all do at this point? Y'all up would be $165,000. I think, yeah, $165,000. Would you go home at this point? Even though they're not asking you, but would you go home? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. He got a 2-year-old and a newborn right there. So let me know. All my people with kids, let me know in the chat.
As nice as it was to see their families, the visit was also bittersweet because there's one big question on everyone's mind.
How long do you want us to stay?
I want you home now.
Wow, that's how I
do.
go.
I know you want me home, but do you need me home?
Yes, she needs you. Yes, you need to bond with your son.
Yeah.
I don't care what the other guy says. You've made enough money. I need you home.
But is it enough?
That conversation was
That's a
so
tough
difficult
conversation.
for me. Even so, yesterday was a really good day. It had all of the things that I love. It had my family.
That's a
my
tough
wife, my
conversation.
kids, my buddy Grizz. That was like a really huge gift. How they're gone now.
He lost a lot of weight though.
To hold her and know that she was safe, it really has changed the way that I'm viewing this entire challenge. Knowing I have my wife's support, I want to stay until I have $1 million.
And after some much needed
At
family
least
time,
shit.
Hayes and Grizz were
I like
much
the
happier
the
than I ever seen.
enthusiasm.
These
Uh.
Ambush! Let's smoke some fish.
They got a
Look at that. This is
smoker.
perfect.
Even when something happened that would have totally drained them before,
400,000.
by now they didn't even seem to mind.
It looks like someone had a gender reveal.
Man, I would be so mad.
Even though their spirits were high,
Y'all better
there
come
was still
pick
a
this shit
problem
up.
they needed to solve. In order to get to the river to fish, they would first need to trudge through this giant swamp. But if they had a boat, they would easily be able to float down the creek to the river.
I am building a boat. The idea is to create a frame with sticks and then attach our tarp.
I
so the
like
whole
them
thing
too.
can
They
float.
get
Not
right
feeling
to
super
right
confident
to
in
work.
The boat build.
If we can get down.
Even
to
if he's
fish
not confident,
without having to tromp through a whole swamp,
he probably helped
it's
with
a
that
risk.
motherfucker.
Time for
See?
the first sea trial.
'Cause if it
of
work,
a
it
beautiful
work.
Ship.
Here he goes.
That
And
shit
this
worked.
is pretty ironic, considering the offer I was about to bring them.
It's day 50. Let's see how they're doing.
Hey, bro, you guys have a village.
He brought
now.
the
Are
tank
you
back.
serious?
All right.
You built a boat?
Yeah, man.
You're telling me this thing can actually float?
You want to try it?
Yeah, I don't. Oh my gosh, it actually works. He built a freaking boat in the woods. All right, now that I'm aware of that, this changes a lot of things. It's
Yeah.
actually insane
Yeah.
that you two built a boat yesterday because I brought the two of you a boat with the Zaxby's restaurant on it.
Oh my gosh. It's so cool, Jimmy.
Before I present the offer, I want to make sure you're in a really good state of mind. This is our brand new Mr. Beast box, which are now live at every single Zaxby's across America.
Oh my god, that is so good.
The Mr. Beast box comes with the best tasting chicken known to man. And the cool part is every single meal comes with a Feastables bar. Our goal with this collab was to take the world's best chicken and pair it with the world's best chocolate.
Indeed.
Zaxby's also has 12 sauces.
There's like so many flavors happening in my mouth. What is that? That's really good. It's a Zax sauce.
Look how happy they are. If you want to be happy like them, just go to Zaxby's and get the Mr. Beast box right now. Now that you guys have gotten your meals, your day 50 offer is for 50 grand. You can
I'm
have
looking
this
over like,
We don't have
let me get a
motor.
piece
I
of
don't know
that
way to get this
shit.
thing around.
So you just use sticks.
Oh lord, I don't know.
Since you
Alright.
weirdly built the boat the day before, I'll give you a discount. We'll make it $40,000.
My answer
40.
is I love the ship I made. I trust it with my life. So I'm gonna leave it up to Grizz.
For $40,000, I'm gonna pass on the boat.
Yes!
I'll get in Hayes' death trap instead.
If that
Yeah.
sinks and you have to quit, I tried.
We appreciate the food. That was lovely.
Bye, Jimmy.
I'll see you next time.
Appreciate it,
ship
body.
saved us
Be better, buddy, bye.
Still, a
They
death
hit him
trap.
with one of those. It's
Man,
still a
when we
death
first
trap.
started
though.
this thing, it was in the dead of winter. You remember how cold it was?
Yeah, now everything is so nice and warm.
And spring was now in full bloom, and they were looking pretty comfortable.
There's a lot of flowers here. I can't
And
say
you got to
that I
worry
mind
about
it.
What is it,
insects,
51?
I don't know. I lost.
pests,
I hear an airplane coming in. Where? Oh,
sometimes snakes,
This briefcase
all that
puts us
shit.
at $440,000.
You out in the wild.
Time.
I don't do snakes.
80% of what we're sitting on here is going straight to
They
my
built the
business.
fucking throne out of money.
Katie to work 24-hour shifts anymore.
This money's gonna do so much for her.
They
and
at
our family.
But
450.
while the warmer weather was nice, it presented new problems like
See?
snakes
Don't want to get bit by that.
Fuck no, you don't want to get bit by that.
every night. And it wasn't long until the lack of sleep started to make them irritable.
Looks like Hayes is struggling to get over
No,
here.
man. At the
Hayes,
first
you
sign
need
of
help?
that, we up a quarter a piece. We out.
You want to paddle up river into the wind?
Hayes, why don't
Look
you go
at
get those fishing lines fixed?
You know what? You shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
Look at him. He annoyed.
Can you check those lines while you're over there?
What do you think I'm doing?
He
Oh, just
annoyed like
asking.
shit.
Thank you for telling me to do what I'm already doing once again.
Very angry.
Keep in mind, at this point, Hayes and Grizz were very close friends. But Hayes had reached the end of his rope, and the jokes just weren't hitting the same anymore.
Griz's idea about how this would unwind is not working, obviously, because it's a stupid idea.
Hayes, I'm sorry, buddy. I did not know I was actually pissing you off. I did not know that you were actually upset.
It's all right.
Okay.
And so, feeling frustrated, Hayes turned off his camera and paddled downriver, where he set up his camp until the next day.
Hayes has set sail, and I think he may have run away. I'll certainly be thinking about him. I know it's supposed to be cold at night. He's not back in a couple days, so I'm gonna have to go looking for him. Let's do something.
I'll go
cheer him
look
up.
for your man.
So we got a huge board over here.
Sometimes you just need a day away, man. You just been with somebody so long. You just need to.
Cases. This is
like y'all been together for
And when Hayes returned home,
fucking
he was not
2 months.
empty-handed.
Sounds like Hayes has returned from his great adventure. Nice. Oh, those are sea trout.
I'm pretty wiped out. Mind if I take a minute?
No, man, do your thing.
Chris,
Yeah, buddy.
what's this?
It's our table.
We have a table?
Yeah.
Oh man!
I figured that perked him up a little
The
bit.
small
This is
shit.
a $100,000 table, Grizz.
It's the small shit. Y'all see that? It's the small shit. Like, yeah. Look, he lit up. He lit up. That's crazy. I mean, he probably still want to see his family, but it's the small shit. They probably ain't have tables to sit shit on. And now, there you go. So let's get to it.
Welcome back, buddy.
Feels good to be home.
Come on.
With their survival needs met and their friendship restored, one question still remained. How long will they stay?
We gotta have a serious conversation.
That motherfucking counter, money counter going up.
Honestly, I'd have been done 5 days ago.
Maybe push like an extra week. I mean, hell, that's a $35,000 each.
If I pulled that flare on day 70, how would you feel?
I would feel.
Alright, so they talking about it. They openly talking about it now. Day 65. You've been out there for two months. Two and some change. Where y'all at in the chat? Is y'all up $290,000 a piece? Are y'all going home? You going home to the wife and kid? Are y'all staying to make a little bit more money? He's actually asking to stay another week. Let me know in the chat.
Feel really let down and lied to. I propose at day 70 we have a conversation, decide if we're gonna push further.
That's fair.
That's smart. That's very fair.
Longer for him, but I'm not happy about it.
Morning, guys. So Hayes has been.
Hey man, you may never get another opportunity like this again. So you gotta push as much as you
He
can.
wants me to stay longer. He's kind of pushing me to stay longer. At some point, I gotta stop being wilderness guy and go be dad.
Another
Yeah,
day.
that's true too. But you gotta get as much out of this as you can, because once you never know when that opportunity is coming back.
Oh no!
Shit, I would love to try this
To
for
the
at
case
least
that is dropped from the sky.
a month. I know I can do this for a month at least.
See what he says.
What are we gonna do with all this money?
Kind of want to talk to you about that. Kind of ready to hit the flare. What do you think about that?
I want to say
He ready to
I know that
blow.
that you've got to pull
He-
away from this thing with family.
I know. We've talked about it 1,000 times. I just want to
Yeah,
know how
they
you
trying
feel
to get
about it
straight to
today.
it.
Yes or no?
Can you go one more day? Give yourself 24 hours just to kind of feel it
I
out.
thought a lot about it, but if you want to go another day, let's go another day.
All right. He breaking though. He is breaking.
Good.
That
Let's
is
go on a little
to be
walkie-walkie.
clear.
We can go over here. Let's say Hayes isn't a part of the equation.
Yeah.
How many more days do you think you could survive out here?
Let's call it 45 days would
Okay.
probably be as far as I'd go.
How many do you think he has left in the tank?
He talks about it every day.
How often do you think about shooting the flare?
Every day.
What stops you?
At this stage, Grizz, he wants to make $1 million, and it's hard to say no to that. I have an obligation to him too, but it's starting to go.
What, $1 million? So what, they at 640 right now. I don't know if they want to make $1 million a piece. So let's just say they wanted to make let's say they wanted to make, $1 million together, and let's say they wanted to get another 500,000 a piece. They would still need about 360,000, so about another month. Yeah, about another month and some change to get to $1 million with that. and then they would need another 3 months and some change to get to $1 million a piece, going by the 10,000 a day mark, not including any challenges. I mean, not challenges, but offerings that he gives them. So, yeah, let's get to it.
Towards family. Yeah.
When you do shoot that flare, that's gonna be crazy.
Oh, I can't wait.
Okay, last night?
I don't want to disappoint Grizz, but hold on. I think I'm done. Thought it would be cool to
He
come
breaking.
back here to our first camp where I was shoulder to shoulder with Grizz every
He
single night.
breaking. Yeah.
And after that, it was like, all right, dude, we're brothers now. I expected to walk away with a lot of money, but I didn't expect to walk away
They
with
look
like,
so
a friend
different
for
from
life.
when they came.
And that's so meaningful to me. I kind of got to think about what's right for me and my family.
Hayes got so desperate that he literally went into Grizz's bag and stole the flare gun, even though it was his idea to separate it into 2 parts.
At this point,
That
all
was
I have
smart
to
because
do-
he knew himself. That was only
shoot this
smart because
thing.
he knew himself. That's all.
And I get to be a dad again, you know?
And that is real. Being real aware of who you are is, hey, let's split this up, because if I get too tempted, I might shoot this motherfucker in the air. So that was smart. I mean, going in this bag, man, you want to see your kid. So, but yeah, at least he's talking to him about it, and he didn't just shoot it in the air.
I know this thing is very challenging. What we're doing out here is not easy. I really truly do believe that you're doing what's right for your family.
I disagree.
You're providing for them in a way that's
No,
going to
I
change
think
their lives.
Now it's gone the other way. Now it's
Yeah,
I
I mean,
think I
y'all
need-
up
I need to be there.
$335,000 a piece.
And you've been missing your family really bad. I feel like
I think the
you
money doesn't matter.
spiraled through
The money
this
doesn't.
thing.
The money doesn't matter to me anymore. And really, the only thing that's keeping me here is you. And I'm sick of it.
Yeah. My family needs me too, you know.
And you're very good at, manipulating me.
It was clear that in this moment,
Tough,
Grizz
man.
was going to have to make a decision. Convince Hayes to continue surviving in these
That's
woods
your
for
guy.
more and more money.
So
Or
what you gonna
be
do?
there for his friend when he needed him the most.
I can't
literally
imagine having gone through this experience.
Slept
with
in the same room for the last
anyone
2
else.
months.
I mean, I really do like.
So
I genuinely think you'd
I
be like
just
a brother,
survived together.
you know. I'm sorry that I've just pushed you on and on and on.
I just don't want to let you down.
You're not letting me down.
Yeah, I am.
Brothers don't let each other down. This is the way it is. Everything's got to come to an end sometime. Let me.
I
see
can
that
do
flare.
this shit, man.
I owe you this, and to be honest with you, I'm sorry that it's taken so long. I think it's time for us to do this thing, buddy. I love you.
Yeah. They got 335,000.
I think they shot the
They
flare gun.
probably
Take that
stink
one.
like
Let's
shit.
Go check in on him. Rich.
Who knows the last time they really
Boy,
had a
oh my
shower?
God.
Maybe
We
2
dropped
months.
them off. This is what they looked like.
Look, they look
And here's
completely
them
different.
74 days later. Crazy.
Yes, they look crazy.
You haven't left these woods in 74 days.
Dude, I'm so ready.
One final surprise.
Oh my god! Oh my gosh! Hi, Dolly, baby!
After
Nah,
74
that ain't me
days,
crying,
they
chat.
won $670,000. And in case you forgot, we're giving
It
away
might be
1,000
'cause it ain't
Samsung
me.
phones to random people that subscribe in the next week. So don't forget, press that subscribe button right now.
That was a dope little video. All I can say is, Mr. Beast, put me in the next one. Shit, I'll take that challenge. I'll go out there. Let me pick somebody to go out there with. Hell, I'll go out there with my wife and see how long we could do it. But yeah, put me in the next one, man. Other than that, this been another video. I mean, let me know what y'all think. how y'all would react, where y'all would at least get out at with Day. Would you have shot the gun without even talking to him? Let me know. Let me know what y'all think. You know, like, share, subscribe, and I'll get up with y'all in another one. I'm out. Peace.